What's going on, guys? Chaotic of Chaoticast here, and I want to welcome you to Terraria. This is a game I've been wanting to play for a very long time. It's by far one of my favorite games that I have ever played. I mean, just look at my time on Terraria as compared to my second highest time game on Steam. That's how much I love it. I have a long history with this game. I've been playing it since prior to the 1.3 update. This was one of the first games I've ever modded. This game has gotten me through some dark times, and I always come back to it. And the end is going to be happening soon with a final update coming sometime this year. So I figured, why not finally dust off the old camera and recording gear and finally put in that playthrough. Now, I will finish Transistor. I lost some files, life happened, I'll fix all that. You know, I'll get to Okami and Hollow Knight and all these other games that I was planning on getting to. But right now, I want to get on Terraria. So, here's what mods I have enabled for this playthrough. I have the Calamity music, which, if you're going to play any mod, I highly recommend Calamity, and I highly recommend the music that comes with it. DM Dokuro has done a lot of the soundtrack. You might know DM Dokuro through another piece he did called Reality Check Through the Skull. Really good song. I highly recommend. If you don't know who that is, pause the video, go look him up, listen to some of his stuff, and then come back. But anyway, so Calamity mod music is an absolute must. Better taxes, I'm kind of hit or miss on this. By the time it becomes useful, I'm already so far into the game that it doesn't really matter anymore. Fargo Soul mod, I'll explain more on that in a second. I'll come back to that. Census, this is just a quality of life mod that allows me to, you know, see who I've got available to come into housing and what I need to get people in for housing. Alchemist Light, this just gives me a few new NPCs. One of them gives me some arena stuff. One of them sells boss treasure bags in certain waves as I progress through the game and beat them. One sells me potions as I progress through the game. I forget what the fourth one does. I'm sure I'll remember eventually. Very useful. Kind of slightly cheesy and kind of cheaty if you're looking for a super hardcore experience, but I recommend it for some quality of life. Unleveled, this just lets me change my health bar. I have it currently set to the Persona 3 health bar. Really neat. Recipe browser, this lets me throw in any item and look at where it goes down the creation chain to wherever it ends up. It's pretty much like having a guide in my pocket. Wing slot, this allows me to have a specific spot for nothing but wings. I will have that as a cosmetic set, and I won't use that until I actually get wings. Calamity mod, no Calamity music. This is just the actual mod itself. Huge amount of content, one of the most prolific mods. Wonderful mod. Fargo's Mutant mod. Adds some stuff, adds another NPC. It's really fun stuff. I highly recommend it. Thorium, another really big giant of Terraria mod. If you have Calamity, throw Thorium, throw Fargo's in there. They all mix pretty damn well. There are very few things that I don't think go into it. Other than that, it's just some quality of life stuff like item stats, no more tombs, because tombstones are annoying. Where's my item? I can just hit a key and whatever chest I'm standing near in a small radius around my character, I can look for an item and it'll be like, hey, it's in this chest, or you have items in this chest, and this chest. Just to kind of keep everything in line. Another boss health bar, it's just a really pretty health bar that allows me a really big, like, okay, they are so low, instead of me having to, like, focus more on where the boss is at than what I'm doing. And finally, boss checklist. I will be adhering to the progression that the checklist sets. If it says I have to fight a mini-boss, I might not do those because some of the event things are kind of... But for the most part, if it's an event or if it is a boss, I will be following it as the checklist says. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not gonna go fight freaking the Eater of Worlds first, and then get the Worm Scarf, and then blow my way through the next 4 bosses. I'm going to do it right. So, now that I've got all that out of the way, I will quickly create a character, and we'll get started. Alrighty, I think we're set. And with a name, she is done. Let's get into the world and let's get started. Alrighty, so one of the first things you'll notice upon loading in, if you have played Terraria but have never modded it, is you have quite a few extra things on you when you start. Don't mind the carrot, that's my friend, he will be with me for this journey. You have a family heirloom that allows you to create a very good weapon from what I'm told. You've got a stat sheet that allows you to check the nitty-gritty of stuff, like it'll auto keep track of your minions, your damages, your crit chances, all that stuff right here. I like to keep that in the chest. We have a starter bag that I'll open here in a second that creates a lot of good stuff. Iron Heart, you know, you die, it's game over. It's like setting the game to hard mode. We don't want that. I will not do that, because if I wanted to play hard mode, I would have the Iron Heart there anyway. And finally, Revengeance. This is the big piece of what we'll be doing, because Revengeance gives a whole slew of stuff. To TLDR it for you, things are more expensive, some damages are reduced, some bosses have new mechanics. It's a whole slew of new content. If you want to actually read it, I'd recommend pausing it and then reading it yourself. But let's open the bag and see everything we got. Also, hello, bunny friend. So, everything you get upon loading in. We saw those. You get a broadsword. You get a bow, a staff, a mana crystal. Oh, by the way, I need to... There we go. And I have no intentions of turning that off, so we'll just get rid of it too. You get 3 chests. I'm going to get rid of one of them because I want the silver chest, because it's a unique chest. You get a music box, which I'm going to equip to my person right now. You get just so much. It's pretty much meant to kickstart the game and make things go a little bit faster. I've got potions. I've got a slime crown to summon the boss. I've got some more modifiers here. And all of that will come into fruition at some point or time later on down in the run. So I'm going to quickly summon my friend here. I'm going to get all the cosmetics I had set away in advance. And it's all cosmetic. None of it gives me any stats. Not even the wings. See? I can't fly. So, let's get this show on the road. First thing I'm going to want to do is catch some... Wait. Oh, that just was telling me Revengeance was active. Alrighty. Audio balance looks good. We're off to a decent start. I have a cup of coffee with me because I don't know how long I will be doing these episodes for. It's a little loud on my end. Turn it down a smidge. There we go. I'm gonna quickly put these up here. Also, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this, but the class I will be playing for this playthrough is Archer. So, even though I don't need the sword and the amethyst staff to use as damage weapons, they still go into things. As I mentioned earlier, the Soul mod is a mod that pretty much gives a build path to almost every single item in the game. For example, the Copper Short Sword. Barely anybody uses this. It's worthless. No offense to the Copper Short Sword, but it sucks. Look at this. Copper Short Sword goes into a thing called the Copper Enchantment. And just read what it does by itself. You can shock enemies with lightning. The electrical damage is increased if the enemy is wet. But if it procs wet, it can't proc the lightning. Oh wow, I really broke there. Now look at this. And so you build it out of, you know, just a few things. You know, nothing too far in. This is all stuff you can get very early in. The short sword, the staff, a phase blade, which is just a few amethyst, one of the easiest gems to find. and then some other early game stuff. We'll get to those later. But then this goes into this, which is all these early game stuff that you don't really use, minus Obsidian. Obsidian's kind of useful. And then it goes into another thing with more stuff, and then even more. All of this stuff is content upon content upon content. I streamed my first interaction of Calamity Terraria, and my character, once everything was said and done, I didn't build the Soul of Eternity. But just after beating Supreme Calamitous and giving a few attempts to boss rush, I had already had 80 hours into the game. If I actually went through everything, I could probably double that. And I guess we'll find out. Nowhere to go but up from here. So we're just going to start off with the basic. Cut down some trees and figure out what's what. Also, Slime Staff, really good friend. He will be there to protect me when I don't want to deal with life. Also, another cool thing that Calamity Mod does is that present slimes will spawn, as will ravens more often, so that you can, you know, enable Christmas mode or Halloween depending on what you need. And I can't believe this. This has just totally slipped my mind for the most part of this. But I forgot to mention one other thing, and it's fairly obvious. If you look at the game, you'll realize, hey, chaotic. Shit don't look right. And you'd be right. Because I've also installed a texture pack specifically made for Calamity. And I would not be lying if I didn't say that this is the prettiest shit I have seen come out of Terraria in a while. I really wish that the Calamity devs could get brought onto the team so that they can continue to grow the game. Because it's beautiful. Everything about it is in some way, shape, or form beautiful. The music picks for the bosses and the biomes are hard to stop listening to. The environments are well thought out and great designs. Even the texture pack adds life in such an unassuming way that you quickly forget about it, and it just looks so natural. I would not be lying if I said that modded Terraria has easily given me another 1,000+ hours of playtime at some point down the line. Oh wow, I actually already found a snow biome. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna have to ask you to not, sir. Thank you. We're gonna quickly create some platforms here and see what's over in the snow biome. Nope, and I have completely screwed that one over. Whoops. Alright, get those over. I feel like another thing to mention, because there's so much to mention, is that Calamity, while it does give you all this new stuff, it also does deal with some of the cheesier things you can do. For example, as a ranger, one of the first things you want to go for is a good bow and some Jester arrows. It'll lead you far into the game. Jester and Holy arrows have reduced damage from their piercing effects, just to prevent stuff like that. It's also well thought out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Also, I'm gonna keep that. No real need to right now, but oh. Come on, get me. Thank you. There we go. So, I like to start off every Terraria world around about the same. Get some trees, quickly run over to the nearest cave and spelunk for a while. See what I can find. Oh, and I might die. Wow, that hurt. A lot more than I'm happy to admit, either. That looks like some iron I could grab here shortly. Just trying to get a general feel of the layout. Okay, nope, that's fine. Also trying not to step on any traps. Traps are very detrimental, believe it or not. Yeah, who would think a giant boulder's fucking screaming towards your head is a detriment to progress? Especially on medium core, where I drop all my items at the spot of my death. So if I die by a trap, especially a dart trap, which do obnoxious damage, yeah, I'm not in for a fun time. So, how do I proceed here? Because I want to quickly find boots, I want to find mobility and HP. I should want to explain all this, and there's so much, because Terraria is a daunting game at heart, that it's really hard to... Aww, damn. I would have liked that, but I'm not playing Rangers. I mean, I'm not playing Archer. Melee. Why did I say everything other than the one thing that it was? I am flustered. I guess I'm just trying to not do injustice to this game. I could talk about everything going on from the very start of the game to when I have finished everything, and I still would have barely scratched the surface of what there is to know. I guess I kind of just need to take a small seat back and just let the game play itself for a moment. Let the game defend all of its wonderful music. I have to admit, though, I do get very Minecraft feels from the music here. And it doesn't change based on biome right now. At least until some of the later biomes. Which, some of the biomes that have been added are wonderful. I can't cheese the game as early because I can't... Well, I can get a Reaver Shark. It's just infinitely more difficult. It's harder because one of the ocean biomes are not properly there. As if there's something that has replaced it, and it's really pretty. It's got all of its own little gimmicks and mechanics. Wait, is that a boulder trap? That is a boulder trap. I'm going to clear you before I step on you, knowing my luck. Cool, perfect. Ooh, topaz. This should give me a nice hook to carry on early. Gotta keep an eye out for dart traps. Traps in general. Oh, there it is! I saw it just a smidge late. I'm probably not gonna take that with me, but now that I've broken the plate, whenever I finally quit the game, it will no longer be there. Oh, I'm actually going to die. Yep. Death number 1 on the counter, please. Thank you. So, now I have a problem that I did not foresee beforehand. Oh, I have really not thought this ahead. Uh-oh. I don't have any recall potions. Oh, wow, the present gave me a red rider right off the bat. That's pretty neat. I needed that. Oh, well. I'll get it back anyway. I'll just throw one in my inventory and call it a day. So, I don't have any recall potions. And now my stuff is in a literal fucking pit. I'm going to be a little skeezy here, but I am going to turn on auto pause just so I can have a second to think faster. Oh, there are blocks there. Okay, that's fine. You'll shoot your eye out. Wait, is that the tagline? Yeah, don't shoot your eye out. A lot of the flavor text in this game is also really just wonderful. If you have not played Terraria, I highly, highly recommend it. There is literally no better time to start than now. Especially with the last build coming up. No better time to start. And then after you've played through vanilla all you like, you can turn around and mod the game. There's wonderful communities everywhere waiting to help new people join. Granted, I'm a stubborn piece of shit, and I did not ask for help, but it's relatively simple to figure out regardless. Okay, can I stop missing? Thank you. Oh, I can't make the ice bullets while I'm down here. The next thing you will say is Jimmy Bean. Alrighty. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, yep. Alright, so now this is where I gotta be a little cheesy. Alrighty, so if I have any cosmetics, I want to get that on now. I don't want inventory spots being eaten up by cosmetics. Alrighty, so now my plan is to very quickly figure out where my rope is. Aha, there it is. Oh, I was so close. Okay, that's fine. That is honestly fine. Because now everything's down there just waiting for me. And now I have a rope back up that will allow me to get to it. Death number 2, please. Thank you. Alrighty. Alrighty, there's all my stuff. Carrot, please. That, you need to go here. Oh, yeah, the dice. Yes, the dice. I also didn't make... Oh, I do have recall potions. I kind of feel sad about how, daunting my intellect is going to be with this. Alright, perfect. I can sort everything now and get a good look. Okay, I don't need these. And I don't need the heart block. Torches are a necessity. Absolutely. Alright, I want to quickly get out and breathe. Alrighty, now, can I get down there and get my stuff? What do I need? Sand's going to be important later. That's going to be important for a little bit. Oh, there's my other leggings. I was wondering where those went. Daybloom seeds are going to be important. I guess, no, I can get rid of the keg. I don't need that right now. I'll get another stat sheet and a family heirloom on death. Oh god, I'm drowning again. Oh, so a cool little change that was made in Calamity Mod is that, well, actually, this might just be expert mode in general. I've never really paid attention in the ice biome, but you drown faster in cold water. It makes cold water super dangerous to fall through, and often means finding ice skates as fast as you can so that you don't die in 3 seconds in a place that's almost nigh irrecoverable. And I've played on hard mode for so long, I mean expert mode for so long, that I'm kind of used to a lot of the little difficulties and intricacies that come with almost 1,000 hours being played. By the time I'm done with this and the other playthrough that I've been streaming... Oh, what the... Oh, ooh, wait, no, I know what that is. Get back here. I need you, actually. First... Oh, come on. I don't... You know what? Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna get rid of the... I'm gonna re-rope everything I have and then get rid of the 1 rope. So that's 2 spaces. I have 3 now. Snow is in my inventory, is it? I don't need the snow. Because sapphire, amethyst, these all go into making jeweled hooks that then can turn around and be made into a whole jewel hook of its own. It's really cool. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot in this series. It's cool. Cool. Rad. Whack. Did it despawn? It might have despawned because I'm too slow. No, you're still down there. Perfect. I think sapphire is more important than topaz anyway. Alright, what is that down there? Speaking of topaz, actually. Oh, well, yeah, you're lost to the ether. Do I have a... I'm coming down there after you. You can't stop me. Do I have a shine potion on me? I thought I did. Yes, I do, actually. Haha! You didn't think I would chase after you, but I did, because screw you, I'm spiteful. Alrighty. Oh, I did get a snowball cannon! Now, here's the thing, though. Do I want to take the snowball cannon? Because it's... but the Red Rider is better. But I also don't have an infinite supply of... ammo. Speaking of ammo, actually, that's a problem. I now no longer have ammo. Where is the... there, okay, there it is. Make a little bit of space now. I'm gonna take the snowball cannon. Take all that. I'm going to take both of these once I figure out how. I will actually return for all of this. Because early game, everything counts. Everything can be used in this. Everything can be held onto, and I'm one topaz short. I am spiteful now. Alrighty, it's almost morning. I keep having to address that statue over there. Alright. What am I going to do for housing this time? Make shitty-ass housing like I always do? The answer might surprise you. Or it might not, because I'm terrible at building. Like, it needs to be this big. I could literally build it like a super prison, because they just need to exist. Oh wow, I really went overboard on how much I needed. Oh well. Nothing hurt by going overboard. Put down the chairs and such. Before I end this episode, I think I'm gonna go explore what's on the other side. I don't need this right now, so I'll turn that back all into that, and let's see. What else can I turn away? Yep, arms dealer can come in, so snowball cannon will be absolutely obsolete for too long. Go on, guide, get into your home. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. I'm probably just gonna put you in there with the rest. I just realized there's a small fatal flaw with how I'm doing this. I don't know where I'm gonna put everything. I don't need dirt. Hey, you get him, snowball cannon. I can't put anything in there right now, so I'm just gonna do that. With all the torches and stuff I need, I am on my way. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Okay. Do I have enough gems to build something? Nope. Star! Star, need it, star! You get out of my way. I have things I need to build. Me my lead. Zombies go away. You're all annoying for no reason. I still don't have armor or anything. I'm gonna have to be careful. Because I really didn't think this through in advance. Another star. Must get. Stars are super helpful. They can do everything from giving you mana to creating enchantments for rings. Yeah, it's a build thing. That was added in Calamity. Wow, I'm super bad at explaining some stuff. That hurt. Oh, and there's a raven, like I said earlier. Oh, hello, friend. I need you to quickly eat shit so I can safely mine my lead in peace. Is that it? not fill that hole later. Is that a table? Is there something there? No. Double star? Don't mind if I do. Right now my entire goal is just get to another... Oh, uh-oh. Okay, cool. I got a vision on that just as I needed it. I was gonna start panicking there if I didn't find any real way to get out of the hole. I'm gonna drink a health pot right quick. Really? Another star? Why do you tempt me, game? Of course I'm gonna fucking go for it. It's a star! These things are hard as hell to come by, and I need all the stars I can get early. I don't even really need it for mana because I'm going Ranger. I just need it for the Stardust, which creates... which helps upgrade some rings, which I'll explain about later. It'll help create one of the boss summoning items. I'm actually pretty sure it's the first one I need. There's just a lot to do in very little time. And have another. Nice. Wait, is that a tunnel I can go down? I'd like that, but no guarantees. That's a star. Star. Star, 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 please. Thank you. Need. Definitely need. Ooh. Ow. Dickweed. I really also have to tone down on my cursing. I mean, these aren't meant to be monetized. Yeah, it would be nice. Let's be honest here. Who the hell would say no to getting money off of something they love doing? But it's never been about the money for me. It's been wanting to entertain people and show people that there is a game out there for them, even if they don't think there is. I will take that other fallen star, thank you, and that brings me up to 8. If I die, though, I lose all of them, and considering I have no armor and I am very low on HP, that could be literally any millisecond. Star! Where'd it drop? Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna have to wait for this asshole to start walking down. There's a chest down there, too, I can go down to. Probably will be recalling the moment I have the availability to, which is after this. Alright, let's dig down and get the, ooh, I have to be... Start, actually. Star first, star first. Because to create something I'm looking for, I need 80 Stardust. 80 Stardust is 20... No, it's 40 stars, I believe, because it's 5, 10. No, it's... Oh, no. Did I just... Nope. Wait, where? Wait, where? Oh, there. Okay. Wasn't sure where that was. Let's see. Math, because it's 5 and 10. No, I need 16. 16 stars makes 80 dust. Because it's 5 dust per 1 star. So at 2 stars making 10, I would need 7 more sets of 2, which would be 14, and then the initial 2 would be 16. That was a really convoluted way of explaining that, and I'm probably not going to even put that in there to begin with. I have an obsession with stars. Ow. Nope. No. If I die here, I lose the stars. Okay, I just need to go. Do not let things start dropping on me. Nope. No. Take faster! Copper picks suck! You know, I just realized I'm interested to see how recording will fare with a lot of the late game Calamity stuff. Because streaming it is a bit of a hassle. Like, even on top end rigs, Calamity just chugs some PCs to a crawl. I'm eager to see if streaming it will, recording it will be any easier. Tin is needed. It's not important, but it is needed. Well, it's not important for what I need right now. helps, so... It lets me get enchantments and stuff faster. I can be a little bit of a sneaky asshole and get all sorts of benefits early. That'll help me with spelunking and mining and resource gathering for the later half of the game. Because there's an entire new set of stuff after Moonlord. Moonlord, post-Moonlord, is now no longer just farm up and get all the rare shit. It's, congratulations, idiot, you now have another 30 things you have to go deal with. Alrighty, let's check my spoils. Okay, so first, stars are gonna go in here. Actually, first, we're gonna quick step everything, while not blowing more than I need to in terms of potions. Alright, potions go in there. I don't need the raincoats. I'm probably gonna sell those. I don't need those either, unfortunately, so I'm gonna sell those too. I'm just trying to be very practical early. Later on, shit spirals out of control, and I'm just like, yeah, throw it all here. I'll deal with it later. Like, I need grenades and stuff, so I have to keep hang on those. Any bombs for anything? Seafoam bomb, which goes into the mollusk enchant. See, even something as simple as bombs. Only Sneck knows. I kind of want to see what this does. Control bomb. Ow, 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 ow. What the? Well, merchant's here. I need to go find him. Oh! Luanel, the traveling merchant. If you have anything for me I absolutely need, I'm probably going to scream. Blood isn't needed for anything important, right? Oh, it's for the warlock enchantment, son of a bitch. That's pretty much what half of this is when you have the... ooh, DPS meter is important. I don't need that. That's good for later. DPS meter is somewhat important. No. It doesn't give me any stats. Of course not. Okay. Oh, I just also realized that's engrossing. Alrighty, so... I now have one stat I need for further down the line. And I think I'm gonna go cut it here. You know, it's been an hour worth of footage. I can see, you know, how long I need to cut, see how it turns out, and I can kind of guide it from there. I want to thank anybody who's watching this so much for tuning in. It was a pleasure streaming a game that means so much to me. I truly hope that if anybody comes across this video randomly, it inspires them to get Terraria and see it for the adventure and the journey that it is, and then to go further and mod it and see all this fun stuff you can do. I don't want it to become an addiction, because addictions are bad, but I want somebody to truly be like, this game's awesome. There truly is something for everybody. But enough of my rant. I could go on all day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked it, let me know. Let me know what items I should look out for, what cool things I can do that I may not know about. I'll address it as I can. This has been Chaotic of Chaoticast. Keep calm, and remember, as always, have fun.